One of the most damaging lies is the illusion of powerlessness. People are conditioned to believe that they are at the mercy of external forces, governments, corporations, secret societies, economic conditions, even fate itself. This belief creates a passive mindset where individuals wait for change rather than realizing they are the source of change. In reality, power is not something given, it is something claimed. Those who take full responsibility for their minds, choices, and actions unlock a strength that no external force can take away. Another widespread falsehood is the idea that authority knows best. From childhood, people are trained to defer to teachers, officials, and so-called experts without question. While expertise has value, blind obedience is dangerous. Institutions often prioritize control over truth, shaping narratives to serve their own interest rather than the well-being of the people. Manufactured crisis, selective censorship, and psychological manipulation keep populations in a constant state of fear and dependency. The reality is that truth is not determined by titles or positions. It is found through evidence, critical thinking, and first-hand understanding. Emotional manipulation is another tool of control, reinforcing the lie that feelings define truth. Society increasingly conditions people to act based on emotions rather than logic, making them easy to manipulate. Outrage is weaponized to divide populations, and offense is encouraged as a means of censorship. Yet truth exists independently of how one feels about it. Those who prioritize reality over emotional comfort become immune to manipulation, gaining the clarity and strength to navigate the world with wisdom rather than reactionary impulses. Another common deception is the prioritization of comfort over truth. People are taught to seek pleasure, entertainment, and convenience as the ultimate goals of life. Meanwhile, discomfort, whether intellectual, emotional, or physical, is avoided at all costs. But this avoidance comes at a steep price. True growth, strength, and wisdom come from facing discomfort, from questioning assumptions, and from enduring challenges. Those who embrace the discomfort of truth develop resilience, while those who chase comfort at all costs become dependent, fragile, and easily controlled. Perhaps one of the most effective lies is that identity is the core of the self. People are trained to define themselves by external labels: race, nationality, gender, political affiliations, or religious background. These identities are then used to divide society into factions, keeping people distracted from deeper truths. The reality is that identity is just a construct, a role played in the grand theater of life. The essence of who you are transcends labels. Those who free themselves from identity-based thinking gain the ability to see beyond the illusions that divide and weaken humanity. One of the final and most dangerous lies is that freedom is something granted by an authority. People are conditioned to believe that they must wait for permission to be free, to think differently, to act brave, to break away from the herd. In reality, freedom is an internal decision first and foremost. The moment an individual stops seeking validation and begins acting from truth, they become free in a way that no law, government, or social structure can contain. Throughout history, those in power have understood a fundamental truth: control the narrative and you control the people. The most effective way to keep individuals weak is not through physical force, but through deception, by feeding them falsehoods that shape how they perceive themselves and the world. These lies are repeated so often that they become unquestioned beliefs, creating a society of people who unknowingly limit themselves. To realize your power, you must question everything, even what you want to be true. Recognizing emotional manipulation and detaching from it is critical. Reclaiming responsibility for your own actions and well being is the foundation of real strength. Most importantly, embracing discomfort is necessary. Truth is often unsettling, but is also liberating. Those who abandon comforting illusions in favor of hard truths will find themselves not only stronger, but more free than they have ever imagined. The lies that keep people weak are effective because they're comforting, familiar, and socially reinforced, but they only have a power as long as they remain unchallenged. Once exposed, they lose their grip. The choice is yours. Continue believing the illusions designed to pacify you, or reclaim the truth and become the strongest version of yourself.